here is the state of the search tonight. The Chinese say they found objects in the region where the plane vanished. But that ghost radar signal Clarissa Ward was telling us about leads to the other side of the Malay Peninsula. The clues conflict. And after 5 days, we still don't know much. Former U.S. Airways Captain Chesley Sullenberger is our CBS News aviation and safety consultant. Sully, you may have more experience than anyone ditching an airliner in the water. You put your airplane down in the Hudson famously in 2009. These pilots, if they were forced to ditch at sea, what would they have been facing?
A night water landing would be extremely challenging. First of all, visually, it's very difficult to judge one's height above the water at night. So you'd have to set up a descent rate and just hold it until you touch down. It would be a very challenging situation. And then if the airplane didn't break up, the evacuation would have to take place. Life rafts would have to be deployed. It would be a real challenge.
Presumably the ocean would have been rougher as well than the Hudson River was.
Absolutely.
Chance of success, not great.
Not great. Possible, but not great.
Now, the 777 has an emergency locator beacon, a radio that goes off automatically in the event of an accident. What are the capabilities and the limitations of that beacon?
These emergency locator transmitters are triggered to be activated by a certain G-force or by activation manually. They're intended to work once the antenna is open to the atmosphere, so they wouldn't function properly if they were underwater, for example. So if it was floating in the water or if it was on land, it might provide an emergency beacon signal.
So if the aircraft had crashed on land, we might have expected to hear from the emergency locator beacon.
It's possible.
But if it's underwater, it's not going to work.
Correct.
Chesley Sullenberger, thanks so much.
Thank you, Scott.